two hands, owl, cloud hands. Ready? Turn over. Back in, shift. Turn over. Back in, shift. Turn over and shift. Turn over and shift. Breathing. And exhale. And inhale. Now, inward circle, inward, turn, shift, turn, shift, turn, palm down, shift, palm out, turn, palm forward, shift, bend the elbow, palm up, turn, palm down, shift, palm out, turn, palm forward, shift, palm up, flowing. So you're back in here, you turn, you're back in here, and you turn. Alright, so now breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out, flowing, change the left hand, now two hands, ready, inhale, exhale, change, inhale, change, exhale. And relax, rest your legs. Looks like we finally got Benny back on somewhere in there. Alright, continue working. Double hand. So double hand, the left palm out, the right palm out, this far apart, across, turn and drop, down the waist, left palm down, right palm forward, same distance apart. Now cross to the center, right palm in the center, left palm out here, but the same height. Turn and lift, same height, same distance between, left palm forward, right palm down. Here we go. There's one. Turn. Here's 2. 3, square up. 4, turn. 1. Now let's step to our bear stance. Put your weight on the right. Stay there as you turn and drop. Now shift to the left, square up. Now turn and lift. Shift to the right, turn and drop. Shift to the left, turn and lift. Shift to the right, turn and drop. Shift to the left, turn and lift. Shift to the right, turn and drop. Shift to the left, turn and lift. Shift to the right, turn and drop. Flowing and breathing. Let's reverse. Ready? And relax. One more. Double hands, silk real. Open and close. Open and close. Okay. So, first you close down low. Left over right here, turns, and then you open, squaring your body out to the front. And now, as you turn, the right hand drops, the left hand goes up, the palms are forward. Now, you bring them in, palms will be up, right hand's underneath the left. When you turn left, just flip your hands over where they are, and on top. Now, parked, open, turn, hands face forward, across, palms face up, turn, palms down, open, palms out, turn, palms forward, inward, palms up, step out. Left side heavy, turn. Now feel the weight start shifting, now open. Now stay on the right leg, turn. Now feel the legs or feel your body start shifting, hands in the center. Turn left, shift and open. Turn right, shift and close. Turn left, shift and open. Turn right, shift and close. Turn left, shift and open. Turn right, shift and close. Turn left, shift and open. Turn right, shift and close. Turn left, shift and open. Now, bring your hands low on the other side. Okay, right hand on top. And now, open, the left goes up, the right goes down. Square your body to the front. Now turn. Now, right hand's up, left hand's down, their palm is forward on both hands. Now bring them into the center as you square up. Left hand will be under this time. It's coming from low, it'll be under. Now turn right and just flip your hands where they are. Now, open. Turn. Shift weight, close. Stay on the right. Turn. Shift weight, open. Turn. Shift weight, close. Turn. Open. Turn. Close. Turn. Open. Turn. Close. Turn. Open. Turn. Close. Turn. Open. Turn. Close. Feel your body and relax. Okay, so not real exciting, just working the legs hard with all the silk reeling patterns, and I hope you go low enough and relax enough so that you feel the legs. You want the legs to feel it. That's going to be your best guarantee that you're pushing circulation through the body. Relax and work the legs. Relax and work the legs. Relax is not to slump and work the legs. That'll stop up the flow of energy. It's open the joints, relax. Relax but still open. And then, okay. Alright, so where are we now? In the form, we're at the kicks. Now today, we should review the 2 kicks, but I'm not going to review. I'm going to do the 3rd kick today. Then we'll go back next time and review all the kicks. Alright, so what you've done in the form, based on where we kick, is you kicked with your right foot back that way, out that way. Then you kicked with your left foot out that way. And then you step behind, and you're going to do the 3rd kick straight out that way, whatever that is, west or east. Okay? So, in the form, that's the directions we face. Now, I think I want to change a little bit to go over the movement. So let's say you have your right foot behind your left and your direction is this way, and you just kicked with your left foot. Okay, now we're going to just work the legs. So you kick with your left. Now what you have to practice doing, if you're going to lift your leg to kick, is try to get your leg at least back to here. If you can, take it behind you. That's good, but you don't have to right away. You can take it down for balance and then step back. Now the step back is going to toe out here a little bit. You don't want to be, and ideally you're going to, you see where your heel is. When you step back, you'd like your heels to be kind of lined up on this straight line. The reason is you're going to pivot on your right, pivot on your left, and you'll be approximately where you want to be. Now some groups call this a T-stance. They actually put that foot in the center. That's why they call it a T. But I don't like this position. It's too narrow. So you put this foot out, and you can run into the heel. Even better balance would be to be beside the heel and then push it out. So you're going to have 80-20 in all of our light or higher postures. It's an 80 and a 20. So the problem is to get around. Now, the way it can be taught if you're in a group is spinning instead of stepping and pivoting. We're stepping and pivoting to keep it safe and to give you an avenue you can do the form and not dread the spin or fall down with the spin. So it's a step back, and when your right foot, I'd say, is facing about a slight angle this way to the right. Your left foot, though, and your attention is toward this corner. All right, so if we always start the form facing north, that'll be the northwest corner. All right, so you're doing the kick, and then you're either stepping down or stepping back. Now, when you step back, don't let all your weight hit the ground. Step lightly like you always do in Tai Chi. And feel your heel and try to step where the other heel is somewhere in the neighborhood of being on that line. You don't want it to be over here, because now your pivot's going to face you over here. So you want it to be kind of here, so that if you shift and get a good pivot with the right, you can shift back to the right, and then place your left foot facing, which in the form will be facing east here. Okay. Alright, so let's do this a couple times. Just footwork first. Alright, facing the kick here.
Can you move just a little bit forward, because we can't see your feet? At least I can't.
The other way.
Other way. Towards the white sofa?
This way?
Yeah, so we can see your feet. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get them out of the picture here. Okay, will you be able to see them when I do this? They're still in, aren't they?
Yeah, it's before we could just only see your knees.
Okay, alright. Okay, so here we go. You do the kick, left, you step behind, light step, you shift to the left, and now, as much as you can, pivot on the heel. If you can get a toe in, it's even better, but do whatever you feel like you can do. Then shift right back to the right foot. Lift up your left and turn it around to face the new direction. Okay? So you don't want to end up like this. You don't want to be too wide either, but right about coming out of the heel there. Okay? Again. Ready? You kick, step behind, turn, shift, pick up the left foot, and place it in the right place. Okay? You may not have to pick it up. Maybe the pivot will work out perfect, but every time's a little different because it's hard to be consistent on where the foot comes down. So, again, you kick, you step, you shift and pivot a lot. You shift, pick your foot up, and place it in the right position. One more time. You kick, you step, back, you shift, and a big pivot. Right foot. Shift to the right, pick your left foot up to face it the other direction. Okay? Alright, so when you throw your left kick, your hands come back in after the kick. So you kick, hands come in. But this time, after you kick, I want you to bring your left arm over here. And what that's going to do is give you some momentum when you shift and pivot. So, shift and pivot, and the hands will come to the cross position here. Now I'm going to shift and pick my foot up to reposition it for the next kick. The next kick is different than the other kicks. The other kicks are with the toe sticking out, like you're pointing the toe. This kick is pulling the foot back, so you kick with the heel, or at least closer to kicking with the heel. And then the last thing is after you kick, you're going to step out and not straight down, because that's narrow. You're going to step out, you're going to shift your weight, and turn that right foot so you can square out, and you're going to end up in a brush knee pose. Alright? So, again. Left kick, step behind, bring your hands to the right. Shift and pivot, bring your right arm in to cross out front. Shift to the right, pick up your left, and when you swing around, your hands may look like this, and then when you pick the foot up to reset it, your hands are going to kind of go up a little, not up this way, but just the hands up a little for the last kick. During the last kick, it's not over the top, it's sideways. Your elbows are bent. Now watch, I'm going sideways with the hands, palm out. Okay, palm out like this. Alright. So, again, start back at left kick. Alright, the left kick, step behind, shift and pivot. Shift and reset. Okay, now watch. As you kick, your hands go out and in during the kick. Out like this, edge of the hand leading. Notice my right hand's over here, so my shoulder feels good and pulls back in. So I kick, bring my hands back in. So if you don't want to kick, just sort of bring your foot down low and step out. So here, pull in. Then your left hand just drops. Shift to your front leg. Pivot your right foot and right palm out to brush knee posture. Alright, let me do it the way we'll be going. That doesn't help you much going this way because you still got your back to me. Maybe you can see me if I go this way here. So, after the left kick, step behind, shift and pivot, shift and adjust. Now, next kick, heel kick, out and in, step wide, empty. People really, at first, land all their weight here. But you're going to keep your weight and your balance backwards. Kick, step out. Now your left hand drops toward the knee. Your right foot turns a little bit. Waist is turning. And the right hand goes out. Brush knee. Alright. Let's do it that direction again. So our left kick goes this way. Separate. Kick. Step behind is shift and pivot. Shift and adjust. And now, left kick, as your hands go out, kick, step wide, shift and let your left hand drop. Turn your foot, right palm forward. Okay? Alright, so instead of doing the whole form, I think we'll do the fourth section a couple times, and that way we'll get the kicks working a little bit. If that's okay. I know some people want to do the form every time, but want to work on just this little tough section. This is the hardest section. Okay. Alright, so here we are in single whip, starting section 4. So, open the right foot, kick back, then squat, shift forward, left hand, now bring your foot up for balance, golden rooster, right side, come back a little, shift, golden rooster, left side, step at an angle. Now shift back to your left, the right hand comes up, spade. Pull down, pivot on heel, pivot on toe, draw in, and here's the first kick. Tickle the toe, bring your hands back. Shift to your right foot, to turn your left if you'd like, bring your left hand out like a spade. Alright, now shift backward, pull down right side. That feels a little weird. Shift forward, swing around. Now bring your left foot. Now we can face this direction, southwest. Now lift up the center with your hands open. Kick with the toe. Step behind. Shift and pivot. Right hand swings into place. Shift and pick up your left foot. Now we're going to kick with the left heel. Kick, step wide. Bring the hands back in. Hands go out and in. Left hand drops. Turn your right foot. Like that. Okay. Rather than finish the section, I think we'll work that much because that's got the areas in it that are tough. Alright. again. Snake creeps down. Ready? Open foot. Shift weight. Turn and squat. Shift weight. Get your balance. Golden rooster. Right side. Step back. Golden rooster. Right side. Step at an angle back. As you shift back, right hand goes out. Spade. Turn your hands over. Pull down. Pivot on the heel. Swing around. Pivot on the toe. Draw in close. Lift the hands. Now kick as your hands separate. Kick. Bring the hands back in. Shift to the right. Left hand goes out. Pull down right side. Shift back. Swing around. Shift forward. Step with the left. Draw in. Lift up. Now kick with the left toe. Step behind. Shift and pivot. Shift and pick up the left foot. Turn. Now we're going to do a left heel kick as our hands go out and in. Kick and step wide. Left hand drops, a brush knee. Turn the right foot. Okay? Alright. So you have one kick with the toe, one kick with the toe, and two kicks with the toe. Then turn around, one kick with the heel. Then step down, brush knee. Okay? Let's try again. Snake creeps down. Open right foot. Shift back. Turn and squat. Shift forward. Get your balance. Golden rooster, right. Step back. Golden rooster, left. Step at an angle. Shift the right hand out. Pull down, pivot on heels. Swing around. Pivot on top. Draw in close with the right foot. Lift up, separate. Toe kick, pull in. Shift to the right, left hand out. Shift back, pull down right side, swing around. Bring your left foot in front to draw in. Lift the hands. Kick with the toe. Step behind. Shift and pivot. Shift to the right, pick up. And then your left foot is facing so that you're ready to kick with the left heel. Kick. Draw the hands back in. Now shift, left hand drops, the right palm forward. Alright, let's do it one more time. Ready? Open right foot. Shift. Turn and squat. Shift. Bring the foot up. Rooster. Step back. Golden rooster. Step back. Shift back. Right hand goes out. Pull back. Pivot on the heel. Swing around. On the toe. Draw in, lift up, and kick with the toe. Step empty, bring your hands back in. Shift to the right, left hand goes out, pull down and shift back. Swing around. Shift forward, step with the left. Draw in, lift up, kick with the left toe. Step behind. Shift and pivot. Shift, reset your left foot around. Now, sometimes you may have trouble not pivoting enough, and so when it comes to facing that way, it's not going to feel good. So you'll just have to ad-lib and pivot some more before you kick. Alright, so from that left kick, step behind, shift and pivot all you can, shift back, reposition, left foot. If you need to do some adjusting here, do a little adjusting here. Now we kick with the left heel, out in, step wide. Shift and drop the left hand, right palm forward. Okay? time, you're not real thankful that I did a lot of silk reeling and I worked on the hardest section of the form. But, hey, Jim. Alright, so, okay, I know kicks are a real problem area, but maybe that helps a little. So balance is the issue. So, to keep your frustration level down, as soon as you lift your leg, you start falling, then don't try to lift your leg. You're going to build up to it. So, how do you build up to it? Well, you do, when you build up to it, you can, for example, you can do separating kicks way down here and just step. Just got to remember to bring the hand back, which I have trouble when I step like that. But bring the hand back. And then you go to the next move, swing around. And now, same thing here. I'll get back before you make sure you see my feet. So, look how I'm going to just keep it so low, it's more like a step. My weight's back. So now, you have to step backward and do this pivot. Try to get your right foot turned, shift, and re-step. For the last kick, you don't want to lift your leg for balance issues. Just go out a little bit like this. And step out. And this. So, the other thing you can start doing is practicing your balance. So, one leg, hang on. Practice lifting. Just wait till you get to the bubbling well and you feel like you can hold it. Work on it gradually to start getting a little bit of confidence in the balance. There's so many issues on lifting the leg and balance. One is that most people get nervous to lift, so they tense up. So that doesn't help at all. As you relax and have your root, that actually gives you more stability. So you learn to lift the leg without lifting the body. If the body and leg come up, then it's whether you're on it or not on it. You quickly fade if you're not on it. But if you stay down, you still may not have your balance, but you got a lot better chance as you lift the leg and keep your body down. And that's, you'll see a lot of the best masters, they do it that way. Very stable. One thing that I found with the Chin Tai Chi, I've had a lot of Chin Tai Chi teachers. I've got one main one, but they're a big family, so I've connected with 2 or 3 others over the years, been in seminars or whatever. Chin Bing, for example, we brought here quite a bit. He's the nephew of my teacher. Those guys have phenomenal balance. And, you know, you can say, well, they started when they're 6 or 7. That's true. But they have learned it. And when I first, he invited me to participate in a, not Chin Bing, but my main teacher, to come to China. They had never done this, he had never done this before, but he wanted to kind of honor all the people who hosted for him in the U.S., South America, and Canada, and Russia, and whatever. So there were about 70 people there from all over. And I'd never seen any of these people. And I was heavy into martial art. So I usually can tell just how a person moves, whether they can fight or not. and maybe I should say it, I can tell people who can't fight. Now, some people will deceive you. They don't look like it, but they can drop you quickly. But anyway, I just expected that, I don't know, I expected the people to be sloppy and everything. But he teaches so well that I was amazed. Nearly every teacher there, they had solid positions, and they actually, most of them, had better balance than me on lifting the leg. And they apply themselves to what you try to do. You you got to have the strength in the other leg to work on your balance when you lift your leg. So if you're real weak, you got to get some strength first. So you get a little strength and then hold on to something and just lift it a couple inches, lift it 6 inches, lift it 12 inches, feel your balance. So it means that you have to focus. Like when you're doing a form, you can be thinking of so many other things. You're not really focused on your balance. So you do that by relaxing and sinking, which is the answer to most things, and getting your balance in the right place, calmly lifting. If you're nervous, it doesn't work as well usually. And there are exceptions to everything I'm saying. There's people that do no training, they have great balance. and I seem to be someone that has to be moving to have my balance. But so that's been the challenge for me, to stand on one leg better and better through the years. All right, anybody got a comment or question before we?
One question. James,
Yeah, Benny.
when we're coming to step back,
For the kick, the last kick?
no, before to set up for the Golden Rooster, and we do snake creeps down, our right arm is still in the hook position. We're stepping back, and then we're creeping down, but we're.
I'm not sure what you're asking, but.
I never can see your right hand. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah. So you turn, you shift and bring your left hand in. Now both hands kind of mimic each other in that they drop the same angle here. And then they swing across, and your leg, this right hand comes beside your leg as it comes in. Your left hand's already up.
Got it.
And then this will lift with the leg, kind of sliding your hand on the side of the leg as this hand drops. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, because I kept on coming out and leaving my arm out as I come down for the snake creeps down. I've got my arm out here. It should be here.
Yeah, I can't see you because you're on audio only.
How do I do that?
I know I have great powers, but I just can't quite see you, Vinny.
Let's see. There it is. There we go. Now you can see me?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I didn't know.
You look like a doctor now.
Doctor. My Tai Chi outfit.
Dr. B.
So this, I'm saying, we're stepping back, and we're doing snake creeps down. Okay. We're coming up and down. Why am I got my arm out here? Okay.
So it's out there and then it drops. It's out there and it drops.
To the.
And then as you step forward with your right to get in position to lift your knee, that hand is right beside your leg the whole time.
Oh, it's not in front.
And as you lift the leg, then it slides.
Oh.
The hand slides on the side of the leg and lifts up.
Okay. Thank you.
Can you open the hand on the way down?
Open the hand.
Yeah, because you start with the hook.
Oh, the right hand. Yeah. When you go back, it's gonna start to open about as you drop here.
Yeah, okay.
So technically, you open your hand with which finger first?
Pinky.
Trick question, because it's actually
Pinky.
your thumb. Okay. So when you open a hand, whether it's a fist or a hook, you start with your thumb.
Your thumb.
Kind of silk reels open. When you close your hand, you can feel that easy. The little finger leads the direction. All right, that's not the most important thing in your Tai Chi, but that's the end result of the silk reeling all the way down to the fingers. Is what it's supposed to be. All right, so Thursday, Broward's makes all their classes not happen, so we won't have class on Thursday with Thanksgiving. But I do hope each of you have a good holiday time and get refreshed. You know, here's the thing: we only had 5 here today, which is okay for me, but it may be better for students where they can get more one-on-one. But you know, holiday seasons for a lot of people are the most stressful times. So you really need relaxation effort. And I was talking to somebody this morning about this. If you can practice a little bit, if you want to practice for the purpose of getting calmed down and relaxed, then the form is not as important until you know it extremely well. It's not as important. So what is important is that when you come to the practice for the best results, for say a 30-minute, 40-minute practice, it's nice to be a little warm. Like you come right out of bed, it takes a while for most people. So it's nice if you walked or you did something to kind of get your heart. Or Lou, do about 15 of those squats that you like, slowly, and it'll get your heart beating the right way, because when you do legs, it doesn't put too much pressure on the heart. When you do arms, that puts a lot more pressure on the heart. So anyway, do some squat, do something to get in the ballpark of exercise. Then go to your areas. You don't have to do all the warm-ups. Just go to the areas you know you're always tight. So if it's the shoulders, you got the circles, you got the swings. If it's the wrist, you know all the stuff we do with the wrist. But those things work better when you're a little warmed up. So the stretching, the static stretching works better. Now I always like the ones that go up and really stretch that way. I think those are good even when you're fairly cold if you're careful. But get your body ready for the Tai Chi. And then before you do the Tai Chi, do 2-3 minutes of slow breathing and feel your body settle on each exhale. And then if you want to stand for 5 minutes. Okay, if you want to stand calmly, stand for 5 minutes and breathe. Breathe the same way as you did on these, but no hands to help, just diaphragm and so forth. Now, and it takes some people more minutes than others, but that's the way you can approach getting the best experience once you do a little Tai Chi. Because a lot of people are stressing doing the form because they're thinking real hard about what's next. So that's not having much calm effect at that time. So as you learn it, it'll get a lot calmer. But all this other stuff, or if you want to do silk reelings, just repeat one thing, kind of boring, but it's something you can do that's Tai Chi. It is full-fledged Tai Chi when you're doing the silk reeling exercises. And so all the silk reeling can have its input as well. But calming down, my teachers say, is the number one thing to do Tai Chi. They told me right away. They didn't tell me how to calm down, but they said you gotta calm down to do your Tai Chi. And of course the warm-ups and the breathing and all that is part of the way that you calm down. So I wish you a good weekend. Thanks for hanging in there with me today.
Thank you, sir. Have a good Thanksgiving, everybody.
Have a good one. See you next
All right.
week.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Jen,
Took my mic off, yeah.
there you are. You still there?
Yeah, how you doing, Vinny?
All right, kiddo. I always have difficulty with my computer for some reason. And Jim, a long time ago, sent me a link. So I've got to go all the way back to like past October before this one, and
Yep.
find that link from his email and connect through the email link. Otherwise, my Microsoft shuts off. It just last couple.
No, he sent an email a week or two ago when he was going to be out a day, and he sent a couple of clips as attachments to that email. So it's only a week or two old. You can always go to one of those.
What clips?
A couple of video clips to do the Tai Chi when he was out. Did mostly exercises and I don't think they did the form, they did mostly exercise.
Ouch.